Hello and welcome back to Ben and Mike's Film Room, and we just saw Thor Ragnarok.
Yes, we did. It was really good. I have to admit, the little clip you showed me at the very beginning kind of changed my whole perspective of the
It
movie.
kind of did.
So, you showed me
The
Tahiti Maki, Melikali Kimaka's, what's his name?
Taika Waititi. He's the
Taika Waititi. I'm not trying to be insensitive, I just did not remember his name.
screw all those New Zealand Kiwis.
Yeah.
This,
So he does a little thing at the beginning of the Marvel movie in the commentary that totally threw me for the rest of the movie. Every time I heard any jokes, I thought, this is just him. This is just him talking like normal. This isn't even a joke. It was funny.
Yes, it's so weird
but
though.
the pacing is so weird.
He's a madman. He had I feel like he doesn't know how to be professional.
Well, maybe he does, and he's decided to be extra goof.
Yes.
In the fan moment of
Yes.
commentary.
Seriously. Oh my goodness. If you have the Blu-ray, because it's not on the DVD, or if you have the digital version, listen to the commentary if you can. It's very difficult because he's not very constructive. At least from what I've seen.
The first 45 seconds is... That alone changed my perspective of this movie.
Yeah, you saw everything. He's just writing himself, isn't he?
All the jokes, I was like, that's just his talking style.
Yes, it is. And yeah, because we saw a 1-minute intro that's on the Blu-ray, and 2, we saw the commentary of the Marvel Studios logo, at which we have a clip of.
Oh, we do.
Yes, don't we? But we will save it for the very end if you're all good boys and girls.
It's just
worth
the wait.
And Z's.
And Z's. Zays.
And
or theys. Don't wanna...
Theys, them, it's. There are genderless aliens.
That's true. So, moving on. Memories of the movie.
Unlike most of these newfangled Marvel films, I actually do have something. If I
He
can
searches hectically for...
Are they in my pants that I've taken off already?
This is sound. You cannot see a thing. Oh, clothes are rustled. Chairs are moved.
I have found it.
A coin is held aloft.
Can you hear it?
Ooh, that was good. I don't think we...
Can you hear it, people? That you heard.
I think they heard that. I think they heard it right here.
Yes. It is a commemorative coin from the opening night fan screening of Thor Ragnarok. Cat, what are you doing in here? It's okay. Leave it in.
Okay, moving on. So you have a commemorative coin.
Yes.
Did it commemorate the showing for you? Do you think fondly of the movie when you look at it?
Yes, I do. And then, because the tickets were $30 each.
Whew.
Yes, they were.
But they added all this extra stuff.
Yes, they added a coin, they added a large drink, they added a medium popcorn.
Medium popcorn, but a large drink.
Yes, and
what kind of animals?
And a free digital comic.
Oh, that's fun.
Yes.
Was it of Planet Hulk?
I don't think it was. I think it was the latest Thor issue at the time or something.
That's not bad.
And
is that the one where Jane is Jane Foster is currently Thor at that time?
I don't know.
Just tracking.
That happened years ago. I don't know. It's probably
That's why I asked. I just don't know anything.
I don't know. But, yes, Father took me.
Father.
Yes, and apparently here there's going to be a fan screening of Endgame.
But it's on a worse screen than we chose to buy tickets.
Touche, my friend.
Buy tickets for.
And I saw another YouTuber who watched Captain Marvel, and they too got a commemorative coin of Captain Marvel. So I know these are more than just a one movie thing.
But still, it is a cool thing that you got.
Yes, and I still have the coin and the cup to this day.
You know, my memory of this is actually tied mostly to MoviePass.
Yes.
This was one of the first movies I ever watched with MoviePass for, a cool movie.
The garbage company that it is.
Well, it was really, really cool at the time. You could watch as many movies as you wanted in the month, as long as you didn't watch the same movie in the month, nor you could only watch a single movie a day. And so, you could watch, in theory, up to 30 movies in a month for $10. Yeah, it made 0 sense, and it was delightful. I'd watch 3 and 4 movies every month without fail, every weekend. I'm like, well, what am I going to watch? And I'd go watch anything. But this time was Thor Ragnarok.
Yes. That is it.
That's my whole experience. The Movie Pass came and went.
You can...
It's still around, but it's just not the same.
You can take your butt and push it up your butt.
Butt in the butt. But...
Eggs.
That's a terrible transition.
Eggs up the butt.
No, yeah.
Boiled eggs.
Go on. So, memories of the movie aside, I remember watching it in theaters, and it was super fun, and I had a great time, and then I thought about it at home, and I thought, hey, this movie is different than I thought.
It's
good.
It's a funny one.
It was funny. Actually, the moment when he was spinning on the chains in front of
oh no,
Skull,
Cage.
the horn, unibrow horn guy.
Surtur.
When he was spinning in front of him, I was like, I don't know about this.
I don't know about this,
Thor is unusually funny right now.
I don't know about this, Yogi.
But that came around pretty quick. And I didn't really think the Valkyrie's humor was that funny, but
yeah,
it was hit and miss, but she
favorite,
made up for it with a really cool
My favorite line was like, I feel like I know you. I know, right? And she's like,
showing the teeth.
Yeah, it's a visual thing. I can't really say it with my voice.
It's true. It cannot be said with a voice. It has to be said with a picture.
A woman.
A woman's voice. Yep. Moving on. Summary,
which is a lot more better. That's what I'm sticking with. And we're not redoing it. As Thor and Loki search for their father, they find their evil sister, and while escaping, they fall through the Bifrost and land on the garbage planet of Sakaar. Eventually, they meet Hulk and friends. They escape the Grandmaster and fight evil sister. The end. Yay, I think that is our fastest summary yet.
I think the hallmarks of a good movie is a plot that can be condensed. It doesn't have to be short or simple. I think if you can
then every single movie we've done thus far is garbage.
No, I'm saying this movie, we're also getting better at this, but this movie in particular has a very clean-cut plot, and you track all the pieces, but it also, you can take it away with you. For example, I love JRPGs, but those stories don't make no sense. Right? Because the story is just like all these different beats.
I really only played...
It's not really other than save the world in quotes.
I've only ever played Final Fantasy X, and granted...
That has a more simple plot.
Really?
More simple.
For those who haven't played it, I won't spoil anything, but...
It's not the Final Fantasy.
It isn't. There are more. There's more than 10.
There's more than that one has a sequel.
Yes.
10-2.
But yeah, there's a character in that, you know who I'm talking about, who is a dream.
Yes. Dreamy.
Yes.
Ha ha ha!
Ha 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 ha!
One of my favorite songs in the world on YouTube is that Final Fantasy X soundtrack, but they change every note to Titus's laugh.
Okay.
Titus.
Okay, let's talk about a different...
That aside,
let's talk about a different Blondie.
This plot is good. The movie is good.
The plot is
good.
The plot is good.
The plot is good.
Okay.
We have the sister is very motivated.
Oh, spoilers, right? By the way.
The sister is motivated. That's the spoiler.
Yes.
Snape kills Dumbledore. I see dead people. Bruce Willis was dead all along.
The Titanic sinks.
The Titanic sunk at the end. E.T. phoned home. They did, in fact, need a bigger boat. I'm trying to think. Spoilers.
Luke is Darth Vader's son.
Oh, man, yeah. That's not true. That's impossible.
I hate
you. Okay.
Anakin is Darth Vader.
I sense some good in him.
Luke.
How many more Star Wars related spoilers are you?
There's an episode 8 spoiler.
Luke drinks green milk.
It is green, but he dies as well. Unlike Odin.
Oh, good segue. Eggs.
Technically, this did come first, though.
Truth. So really, Luke Odin'd out.
Yes, but I feel confident in saying that everyone is gonna say that Odin Luke Skywalkered away.
I think, yeah, if you're gonna, I mean, yeah, he just kind of,
He's dust in the wind.
he turned into dust.
Like his wife.
And
He did become the star.
like everyone else.
They're not the same effect, though.
Why not? Didn't we argue that somebody died with that effect earlier in the...
Yes, the robots in Age of Ultron, when Scarlet Witch disintegrated them.
Wow, that is the power of the Mind Stone, so...
No, it wasn't.
She has the power of the Mind Stone, that's where she gets her power from.
Oh, okay.
Dadoy. We talked about this at length. At length!
Okay, so, good things about this film.
Everything was good.
Yeah.
Korg.
Yes,
Korg.
played by Taika Waititi.
I believe it's...
Taika C-3PO.
Yes.
Um,
It's Tiki Wahiti.
Lake Taika Waititi Kaka.
There it is.
Um,
Fabulous. Just stole every scene he was in, by the way. Like,
Peace off, ghost!
He just comes in. That's so dumb. It's great. But it just... He has a kind of a trope in this movie, where something serious happens and it's immediately undercut
By him.
by...
The foundations
director
are still
himself.
strong.
Yeah. We'll build a new, stronger Asgard.
It'll be a
where
haven
place
for all peoples and
aliens-
aliens of the universe.
Well, there goes the foundation.
Oh, never mind. Woohoo!
Oh, Meeks is alive.
Oh, Meek, you're alive!
He's got knives for hands. Anyway, maybe we should just add some clips of some funny stuff.
No, it's better. Our impressions are more better.
I agree. You don't even need to watch the movie when you have us.
Yes. I mean, considering that we broke down the summary so quickly, I'm wondering if this podcast will just be 20 minutes long.
No way. We've got tons to talk about.
Yes, but...
Okay, first things first. Great things. The list is going to be long. First of all...
Doctor Strange.
That's not the first thing. The first thing that's great is when he's talking to Sakaar and he's spinning in the chains.
Yes.
That was funny.
Sakaar.
Isn't that his name?
No, that's the planet,
Dang
you
it.
dum-dum.
What's his name? Sitar?
Surtur.
Surtur. Like Berter. Okay.
Barter.
Anyway.
This
so
for that.
Surtur.
That for this. This is what we
That's
call
not barter.
barter.
Not barter. Anyway, so Surtur, when he's spinning around, you're like, oh, this is a different kind of movie. This is not like Thor 1 and 2.
I did not
This
think
is
that
gonna
at
be
all.
different. That's exactly what I thought. The whole
I
movie...
saw clips beforehand that this was a buddy cop comedy.
Yeah, but that doesn't really make sense.
Well, I heard that it was a comedy. I remember seeing a clip called The Revengers.
I do like that. That was funny.
Hereby
So-
I think we should disband the Revengers.
So the moment he's spinning, in theaters, I thought, this is not the same as the other Thor movies. I'm ready for this. There was the dragon with the jet propulsion. That guy was
which
cool.
You thought were wings, but they
I
were
didn't
not.
notice until the time we rolled it back and you showed me that it's totally just jet engines.
Yeah.
That's really cool. Now,
Which I feel like it's a...
are they in Niflheim at this point?
I believe they are. Like, in the
The
Dark...
land of fire?
Yes, I
Compared
believe
to
in
Jotunheim's
Thor.
Land of
I
Ice.
believe in Thor: The Dark World. In one of the portals, you see a fiery red place, and I believe it's that place.
Well, I mean, there is a fire realm in the Nine Realms, so it makes sense. Okay, so jet thing. What's the executioner's name? Called this one Des
something.
and this one-
something the
Troyer.
It-
Just
Des
and Troy. Because
I want to
Put
say
it
his name is
together.
Korg, but it's not Korg because we already said who
Yeah, I
Korg
know.
is.
well, that guy, that scene, he's like, "This is my stuff." That was funny,
Yes.
but it's totally director humor.
Scourge,
Scourge, total director
who is
humor.
played by Bones from the Star Trek movies.
Yeah,
He did not. He had good makeup.
the Matt Damon cameo
Yes,
was
Matt-
a treat.
Also with one of the other Hemsworth brothers.
Oh, you say the Hemsworth was the other Thor, the actor Thor?
Yes.
I don't remember. I guess we could look it up.
It's I don't think it might be Lee Hemsworth.
Lee Hemsworth? Not... Isn't there Eli? How many Hemsworth are there? Hemsworth...
Brothers.
Luke.
Luke. It was Luke Hemsworth. That's what.
There is a Liam Hemsworth. He's
actor.
the other one. But Luke, he's also an actor.
Yes, because he was in Thor Ragnarok. That's what makes you an actor.
Oh my goodness. Anyway.
Oh, these Australian men.
So, that cameo was super fun.
Also, Jurassic Park Man was there.
Jurassic Park Man was Odin
in
the play.
The play version of Odin. And at first, I thought you had confused with Spare No Expense. I thought you meant he was him.
Nano DNA.
Not him either.
Ouch, that hurt.
Ouch, John, that hurt.
Yeah.
But I'm talking about, what was his name in the movie?
Alan.
Yes, it was Alan. Alan.
How can we not remember Alan? So he makes a cameo.
I don't remember that joke being a joke in our household.
It wasn't.
It was only the Nostalgia Critic, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Of course.
Well, and also, Honest Trailers did one. They're like the one where the raptor said Alan. That's what the name of the...
Okay.
So, that was a treat. What is it? Doctor Strange. Super fun.
Had his yellow gloves.
Yellow gloves.
He
like
had
just full costume at this
point.
point.
He had primary colors. He was red, blue, and yellow.
Just bright as the sun.
It was like so cartoony.
Like him snapping around space and time, doing the things, going to see the dad. Hela appears with her weird horn head and breaks the hammer, and you're like, ooh. Ooh. That's it.
Oh.
So you're like, oh, the stakes are so high now. What? What is he gonna do?
The stakes are so high, I can't even reach them. I need them.
And then the garbage planet's fine. Why does he get electrocuted? That's dumb. Moving on.
I feel like he was
electrocuted.
He was electrocuted.
Hulk fight was so sick.
Let's be serious. Let's be fair. Oh, also memories of this film. Steven, should we say Steven?
We are did.
Okay, Steven, love you. I love you, bro. He came back from a Mormon mission after serving 2 years in Brazil. In Brazil, and he didn't know Hulk was in this movie, and I kept that secret from him.
That's cool.
For 2 years. No, about a year and a half. That was in November.
Yeah,
it came out in 2018.
What a great turnout.
Because it's edited like it's supposed to be a surprise.
Yeah, if the trailer didn't absolutely spoil it.
I mean, you could argue in like Civil War, like in one of the trailers they had Spider-Man in it, and you're like, oh, they spoiled Spider-Man, but in the movie, he doesn't show up in that scene, you know.
True.
But in Ragnarok, Hulk shows up in that scene.
Yeah, sure.
I mean, granted, that was definitely like to get the crowd in, you know. Let's see Hulk on this alien planet. Why is he here? You know,
it's super fun.
Like that is an amazing, like that, like
what a blast.
That was a stroke of brilliance.
It just made it so fun. Everything with Hulk was a treat. Like, we've had no time with the Hulk except for him destroying stuff, and we get non-destroying stuff Hulk.
Yeah.
Super cool. Plus,
we also get Naked Hulk.
We did get a Naked Hulk. Which
gratuitous nudity.
Yeah,
the first butt in the MCU.
Is it though?
I'm fairly certain it is.
I mean, I think if anybody would know, it'd be us, but
it would be me.
No Thor butt?
No.
Huh.
No Thor butt, no Cat butt, no Iron, no...
Well, you're not going to have Cat butt. That's not going to happen.
Okay, no Ant butt.
There, that's where we are.
No ScarJo butt.
That's true, no butts.
Definitely no butts of women.
No butts, no...
Only a male butt.
No coconuts.
No coca butts.
So
Black Panther, 0 butts.
That's true. I was really hoping for butts. I wasn't hoping for butts. Okay, let's move on.
You're a married man.
We're done talking about butts. Okay.
Bada.
So, other great things has to be the joke about Devil's Anus. That was funny.
Yes,
And
Mother did not approve.
What was the gag with the elevator? The Get Help or
Get Help.
Get Help. Get Help was awesome. It's My Birthday is a great clip. I think we'll play that. I think we'll play it right now also though.
Okay.
Is that okay? Just saying.
No, it's not okay, but you'll do it anyway.
It's my birthday!
Anyway. So yes, that was a very...
The fight with Hela was coolish. I like the stakes were raised with the eye scratchy outy part. And the funniest thing happened in the whole movie when Bruce Banner jumps out of the ship.
Yeah, and dies.
And he just died.
Which leads to my theory that I think I've said every time Hulk has jumped out of anything. Is that when he falls, he dies. And Hulk revives him.
I mean, as we discussed while watching the film, that kind of is a key plot in the first Avengers movie. Is that he tried to shoot himself and the other guy spit it out.
Well, that was...
Maybe he saved him from the radiation blast. Is he just a split personality guy? It doesn't really matter.
Now, you actually questioned if that was the deal with it in the MCU.
Yeah, I've no
And
idea.
then I told you, actually, that is the plot of Ang Lee's Hulk from 2003.
But, you know, the question remains, is Hulk separate or the same as Bruce?
Well, maybe we'll find out in Endgame, because we're supposed to be
Well, there is a lot
we
of...
might be getting... The bet is that we will be getting Professor Hulk, meaning Bruce Banner's brain within the
Hulk's
body of
bod.
Hulk. Like, you know, just piloting
like
it around.
Bright burning flame. Like a small, smoldering flame.
He said fire.
Fire.
Hulk like raging fire.
Pretty cool.
Cat, quit licking.
So, what about you? I mentioned every cool thing I saw in the movie. Let me think if there's anything else.
There was hologram Loki. There was Loki saying, "Yeah, that's how it feels!"
Because he did get smashed in the exact same way.
There was the scene immediately prior to that where Thor said, "Sun's getting real low."
Oh yeah, and they play the music!
Yes. Two references to two different Avengers films.
It's like they knew.
It's like it's part of the same universe. Yeah, and what else is there? There was Doctor Strange. There was, what's his name? Like some Craig the Executioner. What's his name?
Craig?
What's his name?
We just talked about it.
Really, what's his name?
I don't remember.
Exactly. You have no You have no leg to stand on.
I see his head.
Yes, I do see his head. All I know is that he's Bones from the new Star Trek movies. Don't look it up. It's worthless. I prefer to call him Craig. Just how I like to call Bruce Willis in Unbreakable Ed Tree.
Wow, that's such a deep reference. No one on Earth will understand it except for us.
Exactly, but also mainly because Bruce Willis. No one cares about your name. Only your real name, not your characters. We only see you.
Well, he
Bruce.
always plays himself.
Anyway.
Craig.
Yes. Craig. It starts with a K. That's why I'm... Okay. Craig, when he runs across the Rainbow Bridge after Thor.
He's like, oh. And he's just like, oh, I'm going to go and announce. And he makes it in pretty great time, considering Thor just flew there and had a conversation.
I mean, he probably got across the bridge and then on a horse.
You know, now you're being reasonable.
How dare I?
Yeah.
There was also Anthony Hopkins as Loki.
That's true. Yeah, Anthony Hopkins is just great. He's just a great actor.
Well, have you seen him in Transformers: The Last Night?
I refuse to watch that movie, so...
You will watch it one day.
I
One
haven't
day.
seen anything after 3, and there's 3 more now.
Yeah, apparently one of them's good.
Probably.
Yes.
Oh.
But apparently they did say they want to Michael Bay up the sequel.
Finally.
What we've been waiting for. What else was there?
I'm directly under the enemy's scrotum. Sorry. The movie's so dumb. Okay.
Oh, that's the second one. You can't even remember what's in what.
I remember it was in the second one.
Okay, which one is Leonard Nimoy in?
Leonard Nimoy's in it?
Yeah.
I remember...
Leonard Nimoy is in the third one. He's like the robot they find.
He's the one on the moon, isn't he?
Yes, he's the one that says the Spock line of the need of the many outweigh the need of the few. He says that in that movie.
He's gotta be embarrassed.
He's dead.
That's why.
He's so embarrassed he
ghost.
died. Yes. Anyway, this film, everything with Hulk butt.
Hulk is great.
Oh yes, there's
Valkyrie
also
Girl's fun.
Yes.
I think she's fun.
Yeah. I wasn't clamoring for her in Infinity War. You know.
Oh yeah.
But apparently she might. But apparently, as of recording this, we don't know. But technically, we do. She might be an Endgame, because there was because relatively recently they released a whole line of posters where a bunch of them were in black and white and a bunch of them were in color, and the ones in color are the ones alive, and the ones in black and white were dusted. And Valkyrie was in color.
Hey.
And so was Happy Hogan and Pepper.
Happy Hogan?
Happy. You know, bodyguard from Iron Man 1.
Favreau.
Yes. My goodness, man.
I'm sorry, I only remember his name, his actual name. It's the same thing as Craig.
Korg!
No, Korg is the rock guy.
Dang it! I keep getting it wrong!
Okay. Anything else? Let's just keep going. We're doing great. It's just a treat. The whole movie is just a romp.
Yes.
Like, while they're on Sakaar,
Wait.
the whole thing is just like derailed, fun, yabba dabba do time.
We kind of mentioned it, but get Jeff Goldblum.
That's true. He is
Gold,
himself.
He is the Goldblumiest bloom.
And the melting stick was great.
I pardon you from life.
And is he actually the brother of the Collector?
I believe it is canon.
Okay.
Because they both have
the lip thing.
Yeah, they have a lip thing. Yeah, so that's cool. And
Anything else? Pretty much.
It's very difficult to talk about good movies because there isn't really a lot of bad stuff in here.
You say that every good movie.
I know, because critiquing good movies is hard.
Well,
unless you could accurately know, because apparently I've heard something about how this has something to do with recognizing home and colonization. What does it mean to be home, or something like that? And I don't know anything about that.
Well, I know a guy who's very, very familiar with Norse mythology and the poetic and prose Eddas and all the stuff, and he's like, I really liked that.
Oh yes,
what's his name? Flaming guy.
Surtur.
Surtur.
Oh
there it
my
is,
God.
not Bertur. Surtur. I like that his skull, his head was cut off. He liked the eternal flame. He liked that he grew big. He liked the Ragnarok themes.
And the plot twist.
The rest of it, he was like, take it or leave it. The Fenrir and the eternal flame reviving it is totally inaccurate. Loki is not the parent to Fenrir, which is a huge bummer.
Unfortunately, we never got to see him giving birth to a dog as a horse female.
That's all I ever wanted. I wanted him to transform.
That's all I've ever wanted.
Now that's a movie that needs review.
No, it doesn't.
It does. It's great.
We can't do it.
So I think the mythology part. No one expected this to be accurate to Norse mythology.
No one did.
But
guess what?
I think Hela. A lot of people had high hopes for a particular point that led to nothing. So if you remember, the theme of Thanos, right? His overarching story is that he is in love with Lady Death, and he's trying to impress her, and so he moves in this direction, and that's the reason he decides to destroy half the universe. So when we saw Hela,
that was
a lot of people thought, ooh, maybe she's taking a dual role here.
Want me to cut down that?
Maybe she'll be Lady Death.
Well, guess what?
Because she is
I
the
don't-
goddess of death.
Well, I didn't bring this up in Doctor Strange because I completely forgot.
Mm-hmm.
But apparently, like years ago, before the movie had like even
Dormammu was a woman.
yeah,
Okay. Am I way off? I'm just guessing. Okay.
The director tweeted out an image of Death.
Okay.
So people thought that Death was going to be in Doctor Strange at the time. And that would eventually lead into Thanos. But I guess they just eventually...
They went a whole different direction with it.
yeah, which I think...
It still works.
It's instead of like, oh, love me, I'll kill everyone. It's just like, I wholeheartedly believe in my mission.
Yeah. I mean, Nebula already technically has that story arc.
Guys, we are so close to Infinity War, we can basically taste it.
Yeah. I mean, if you think about
Like
it,
this
Nebula has that same
the
story
end credit
arc,
scene?
right? She wants love, and so she kills everyone.
Yep. Oh, I'm so excited for a 3-hour-long movie.
Oh, man, it's going to be
I've
great.
never been so excited. My father has never more dreaded it.
Well, I have to say, I was very, very hyped for Return of the King when it came out. But
I've never seen
this,
Return of the King.
I am more hyped. We
I've-
have more movies. We have more build-up. The
Yes.
third phase in particular really hones in. Is talking about the thing. As a matter of fact,
yeah,
the
you
end
could
credit
could
scene,
argue we're in the end game.
the end credit the end credit scene is in fact
Thanos' ship.
Thanos ships appears the end.
Yep.
And they're like,
Oats.
oats. Okay. That was good. Okay. Oh, now we're just gonna do food. That's our thing. Is we're just gonna be like saying foods all the time. Everyone's like, oh, eggs. They're like, oops.
I was trying to lead into like omelet, but I realized that doesn't start with an E.
Omelet.
Don't you love our silly banter, people?
So, bad things. I think while Hela's character is good, like it has good motivation, it makes sense. Why is she all about knives? It doesn't make any sense.
You're right.
Where are the knives coming from?
I'll tell
Is
you-
there a dimension of knives that
I'll
she's
tell-
drawing from?
there
Does
the-
she just like produce them out of magic?
Yes.
Is it like a magic gun thing she does? If everybody can produce...
Not guns.
No,
I
it's
will-
like a knife gun thing that she has.
Yes, I will
magically.
tell you what it is. It's a movie thing. It's a visual medium thing.
Yeah.
Where it's like, oh, we have this character Hela, who in the comics is just named Hel with one L.
Well, that's more accurate to the Norse. Go on.
Yes, but having the A on the end of it is more feminine.
They did that with another thing. Frigga.
Yes.
Just you friggin'...
Friggin' frigs! You friggin' frigs!
Can we add this clip to it?
Oh,
When will you learn?
I don't think we should. It's too out there. Find out. Look up friggin' frigs if you want.
It's just a little kid having a hard time.
It was posted years ago. Anyway, but yeah, I know. But the thing with Thor Ragnarok in this movie, with Hela, is that, yeah, in the comics, knives are not her deal. They took that from a different character apparently because they thought it looked cool.
It does look cool,
There is no
but
in-universe reason why she has knives.
it's just lame. I mean, Thor's got electricity, and Loki already had knives.
No, he has magic.
I know, but
He has
his knives like
illusions.
appeared out of nowhere. It appears.
Yes, but he had real knives.
I know, but she has real knives and giant sword thing too that can also stab a ship. It's kind of weird.
Hello, man.
So, the villain, while compelling, is not really given enough time to be fleshed out. And, I don't know, like, it's really just a stage for Thor to step up even further to become the true king,
Ruler of New Asgard in New England.
Well, also, one more plot point. If Thor gets his power from Asgard...
No, he doesn't.
I thought he
Hela
said,
does.
like you, Thor, she gets her power from Asgard.
I don't believe
That's
so.
what Heimdall says.
I don't believe so.
Oh my goodness. Do I have to look this up?
Yes, you do.
Okay, hold.
Don't.
Valkyrie. Valkyrie says, I'm not getting dragged into another one of Odin's family squabbles. Thor, what's that supposed to mean? Valkyrie, your sister. Her power comes from Asgard, same as yours. I remember this line, and I thought,
I don't believe that.
okay. But that plot thing, I was like, hey, that doesn't make any sense. But at the end, we learned that Asgard isn't a place; it's the people. Blah blah. But
Hela is dead.
she's obsessed with the people, the place part of it, and so she tries to attack Surtur. Surtur mattress. Okay.
You're gonna stick with this bird boy thing.
Birder, Surtur. What's his name? Surtur.
I'm not telling you.
So, Surtur Mattress is giant at this point, and she's like, I will defend the land. And she dies because Ragnarok is inevitable and the land will be destroyed. But she got falsely directed and blew up, pretty much. Whereas Thor understood that Asgard was the people, and so he retained his power. Just kidding, all of them die in the next movie.
You know what? It's like that scene in... It's like that ending scene... Like that ending fight in Shazam, which we can't really talk about because it's still new out of this recording.
And that's totally spoiler territory.
Which I know that. That's why I'm not saying it. But do you know what I'm talking about?
Yes.
Like the comparison there?
Yes.
Okay, good.
Point made. Moving on.
If you know what we're talking about.
It was fun. I learned things about copyright. It's interesting that Captain Marvel and Shazam came out at similar times because they're the same character.
Yes, but we'll talk about copyright when we get to Shazam and like how my belief that every superhero has their own branding because they have all these superhero toys in universe.
Oh wow! When are we gonna get to that?
When we see more merchandise, probably in like Far From Home or something.
Oh, I see.
Because like in Iron Man 2, they're the little Spider-Man, as we now know him, has an Iron Man mask.
He does.
Then again, in the Marvel universe, everyone knows their identity, so it's more likely you could copyright things. But in the DC universe, I don't think anyone, except Aquaman, apparently.
Well, it's kind of different when you're like...
We're not talking about this.
Anyway. Moving on.
Yes.
I just want to say...
he lives at both worlds.
The nitpicks in the movie are very small. I just want to say that the movie as a whole was shifted for me when I realized the director is kooky bananas and that his brand of humor is the entire movie. And it kind of undercut how funny it was. It was just like, that's the director again. That's the director again. That's the but I'm still having a good time. That's the director again.
Yeah. Also, when you said, wow, this truly changed my whole perspective of the movie, were you talking about the introduction thing or the commentary thing?
Both things.
Okay, fair enough.
So just like knowing how the director is a little bit, I was like, oh, this is just his vision. This has nothing to do... Like, the plot of the movie does not matter at all. He acts this way.
Yes.
And so the movie, every time I hear something funny, I'm like, hey, that sounds similar in pacing to how he would deliver it.
Scourge!
Scourge!
That's what it was! Oh, my brain!
I liked Craig.
Didn't look it up a second time. That was just my brains.
I like
Just
Craig.
my brain smarticles.
So...
That's a sweet...
Super fun stuff. I think the Hulk... First of all, the Hulk got hurt by Fenrir, right? Got bit. That was impressive. So it shows the impressive strength of Fenrir.
Abomination did it first.
That's true, but he was made out of Hulk stuff, so I feel like there's exceptions to the rule.
But then again, Thanos beats him up too.
Yeah, I feel like it's dumb.
Which means Thanos is as strong as the Hulk. I think. I could be wrong. But at the same time, Hulk has never fought an opponent of equal strength. Therefore, doesn't need a technique, you know?
Yeah, it's true.
Hulk just goes
but
in...
come on, he was doing it for years in this arena.
True.
I don't know. I mean, he trained with the Valkyrie lady, who does know how to fight.
Okay, I want to ask Kevin...
But we don't know to what extent.
I want to ask Kevin Feige, hey, how long did it take for Hulk to get to Sakaar. What did he do?
That. No.
What did he eat? When was he picked up by whatever ship? And when did that ship? Because I can guarantee you that the little old Quinjet. No, the Quinjet was there.
The Quinjet was there. It went there.
It's like, okay,
So
I'm gonna land here. This seems like a good place to live.
So I believe I know what Kevin Feige would say, and he would Baby Groot dance away.
Oh my goodness.
That's it. He would just do the little Baby Groot dance, and that's it.
That wasn't the song during that scene.
No, it wasn't. Anyway,
it was yellow.
Let's wrap this thing up. I think it's a great movie, totally worth a watch. I think, while not essential to the plot,
I disagree. How else?
Well, it is essential to the plot. It's just so close. You have to have it because the eye thing needs to get solved.
Well,
that's it.
Well, the eye thing. You got all the Asgardians on a ship.
And why does Loki have the Tesseract? You know that too.
Yes.
They hinted that.
Which is weird because that's a whole other thing. You know,
It's
like
not
how when they're in the vault, they're like fake, referring to the Infinity Gauntlet. Yeah. Even though when we learn in Infinity War that the gauntlet was made at this place,
that it totally could have been the actual one.
Yeah,
because they make real stuff over there.
You know why?
Too.
It's a left-handed glove.
Oh, that's why. But how does she know that it's fake and that there is a real one if it hasn't been made yet? He already had it.
Plot hole.
Right? He got it
MCU
from
plot
his
hole.
Weird rectangular box he pulled it out of. He's like, I'll do it myself. That part?
Yes.
He already had the gauntlet at that point.
Or was that that's another thing, because it sounds like the gauntlet in Infinity War was made recently.
Yeah, exactly. But we know that can't be the case if Hela identifies the fake one, because that means she's seen the real one, and she's been trapped away for a very long time.
I don't think
the implied life of Loki.
Unless, we can't talk about it here. We'll talk about it in Infinity War. My goodness, that movie is so good.
But it's okay. It's just a nod. It's just a comedy thing. We're cool.
Yeah.
It may just be a powerless thing, and so she's like, I hate this trash.
Yeah.
So it may not be, oh, I know exactly what this is. This is the Infinity Gauntlet.
But she knows that the Tesseract is an Infinity Stone.
Well, she said it's more impressive. And she's like, oh, that's something.
Yeah.
But she didn't care about the icebox. What's it called?
The
Berter.
It's called no. It's Mr. Freeze.
Mr. Freeze. Yeah, exactly. Chill. That's it. So whatever that thing is, she didn't care about that, but she did care about the Tesseract because it's Infinity Stone. But she didn't use it. But she does use the Eternal Flame, which is not an Infinity Stone.
Yes.
To revive everybody into skeletons. But it's not the Infinity Stone, so I don't think it is.
So yeah.
Okay.
Oh, do we have anything funny? Oh wait, I do. So, how far are we into this? 40? Okay.
Yeah, we're fine.
So, actually, let me finish off by saying, when I came out of this movie the first time, when it came out in theaters, I said to myself, like, off the top of my head, I couldn't think of any real problems in this movie. Like, I remember coming out of this movie like, I did not dislike anything in this movie. You know?
Yeah.
And, but yeah, overall, I would give this 8.5 devil anuses out of 10.
Devil anuses. Why? Why so
low?
8.5? That's very middle of the road in Marvel.
It isn't. No. Okay, maybe it's because, again, we've heard the jokes before, but it's also tremendously entertaining, and now it's a different Hulk. Let's just say this. It's the best of the Thor films. Not that was saying much before, but this is a good movie. And overall, I'd rate this podcast of Thor Ragnarok 9 gold out of 9. 9 golds.
I think I'm going to give this exactly what IMDb gives it.
An 8.7?
Thor Ragnarok is given an... Ooh, no, never mind. That's not true at all. IMDb gives this a 7.9 out of 10.
That's a good rating.
No, it's not.
It is. It's not. I hate you.
I won't
Okay,
give you a strong
just
opinion.
give it.
I give it a 9 out of 10. I give it a 9 out of 10. It's one of the best movies.
9
period.
out of 10 Hulk butts.
9 out of 10 Hulk butts. Cheeks. So there's an extra cheek
Are there
just there. There's 4 Hulks with their butts, and then an extra half butt.
One
cheek.
One had their crack sealed.
Gross. That's even worse.
You can't poop.
Anyway,
okay, I will.
This was really fun.
Fine. I will conform to you and say it's 9 devil anuses. You get one half of an anus more.
Yay! An extra half anus. That's all I've ever wanted.
All I've ever wanted.
Yes.
Every time you say that, I will sing.
I'm gonna try not to draw it out. Okay.
I will.
Anything else we want to add to this movie review?
Happy birthday!
It's my birthday!
Because he just had his second 30th birthday.
It's true. I just turned 30 again, so.
Because if Betty White can have her 7th annual 90th birthday party, then my brother can have 2nd annual 30th birthday party.
I'm a man now. So, what are we watching next?
Next we are watching Black Panther.
The Academy-nominated film?
The Best Picture nominated.
Yeah, nominated for Best Picture? Didn't win, though.
Yep, because they conformed.
Green Book won. But
Yeah.
still, moving on.
Yeah.
See, still,
I don't think it was...
Nope.
I do not
mind.
think it was deserving in that spot.
no, it was just them trying to be more popular. We'll talk about it in the pod. I think.
We'll talk about...
Like, its social impact. I think
Yes,
Black Panther had a
two-
huge social
Yes,
impact.
us 2 white men will be able to accurately...
No, I don't think we can, but we can at least reference that it happened.
Yeah, okay. So, we both give it 9 then.
Yay.
But really, it's an 8.5. Goodbye!
Goodbye. Hey, wait.
What?
Say the thing. Julie, do the thing.
What?
No, the thing where you.
Oh,
say the thing.
right, I'm dumb, I'm lazy. And please join us next time as we continue on this long and dirty road of Endgame, and Black Panther is on the next stop.
Comic book, flippity flap flap, bits of script and lots of characters from the movies. As human throwing my shield. Oh, Asgard and oh, a guy with goggles and a British person, a man with an iron hand. Marvel Studios, Marvel Studios, ooh, Marvel Studios.